Yes, my webcam cut me off because it had a mind of its own, whatever. In any case, yes, Patty said to me, Jeanette, Brett does not want to fire you. He's going to have to do what he's told. I was shocked. I was not shocked because I didn't understand, I didn't grasp what she said. She was so calm and collected. I was under the impression that she was on my side. And my neurotransmitter is literally slow. I didn't get the message right away. But at a later time, I finally understood what she meant. Was for Brett to fire me. And then from that point on, I basically realized Brett had no other choice but to harass me. He didn't want to fire me, but they made sure that he resigned because they didn't want me to have any ally. He was on my side. No, he was on the side of the truth. Correction. He was on the side of the truth. I didn't do anything wrong. Nothing, not one thing. I treated the patient the way they needed to be treated. I went above and beyond to make them feel comfortable. I worked with patients that was twice my size. Oftentimes I was left alone on the unit, with 7 nurses who had no intention of doing anything. So I was there, but I didn't do anything wrong. So therefore Brett did feel the need that I should have been terminated. So when he said to Rachel that I was the best employee, he was right. Let me make this perfectly clear. There are other nursing assistants that are very good at what they had done. Okay, there was a woman. She's been working there for almost a half of the century. She really mastered the task, the poop cleaning task. That's her area of expertise. They did their job. Whatever they were supposed to do, making the bed, changing, whatever they were supposed to do, they had done their work. I don't want to feel that it's my ego speaking. No. The thing that I had done that made a huge difference was the fact that I introduced spirituality to the patient. I was there for them before and after surgery. I listened to them. I gave them undivided attention. That was the difference. And they appreciated it, and I became popular as a result. When I walked in the morning, I greeted them with a smile, and I listened because they all had a story, and they were willing to share their story with anyone who was willing to listen. I was always there, and that's exactly the reason why I became popular, and they loved me. But the other employees, nursing assistant, they had done their job. Okay, so now let's moving on. When Brett announced that he was leaving in early February, he said he was leaving in March or April because he was moving to San Francisco to be with his lover. I kind of knew that he was leaving because he was always gone. He was gone 90% of the time. The unit was left, that's the reason why there was so much drama, because there was never any authority figure on that unit. And then when he said he was leaving, he did something that I really appreciated. He made arrangement for me to move to a different unit. He had planned, but even though that plan fell through, but he had my best interest at heart. On the second unit, the second floor unit, his friend was the manager, a guy named Ernesto. He made arrangement for me to work for Ernesto because he knew that I was going to get terminated. Even though I lasted a year after he was gone, but he knew that my days were numbered. And I knew that. I just didn't want to quit. I'm not a quitter. I just wanted to see it through. But I knew for a fact they were working tirelessly to find ways to fire me. So one day, Ernesto was in his office. He came out and he walked up to me and said, Jeanette, I need to speak with you. And he said, I want you to come downstairs and work for me. And I said, okay. And he said, you don't have to clean poops. All I want you to do is interact with the patients and their loved ones. You see, that was very important. It is important because what I was doing I was doing a good job. Okay, that's my area of expertise. I'm very talkative. I can talk to a ghost. That's what I've been doing ever since I could remember. So I didn't say yes or no, but I said, well, I'll think about it. He said, whenever you get a chance, come downstairs, introduce you to the unit. Brett was sitting in his office. I walked up to him. I said, Brett, do you know that Ernesto just asked me to come work for him downstairs? Brett said, yes, Jeanette, at least you would still be working for the hospital. Now, why did he say that? Because he knew that I was going to get terminated, you know. And I said, okay. When I was ready to go see Ernesto 3 days later, I called him up and I said I was going to come downstairs because I was really looking forward to move towards, you know, for a different scenery. I was tired of the constant nonsense. I mean, you know, I was annoyed. I reached my boiling point with the constant, well, did that, even though there was never anything that I had done. I was never in a fight. I had never disrespect. I didn't do anything. I had not done anything. Otherwise, I wouldn't be there for 3 years because they worked, I'm telling you, they worked hard to find ways to terminate me, but they couldn't do it because I wasn't doing anything. So I went downstairs and Ernesto was happy to see me. So we walked down the a long hallway that led to the unit, to a unit. And as he approached, he said, oh, Carissa, Jeanette is going to join us. Carissa, remember, was a nurse who was working on 6 Central. When I first started, she, you know, I took a liking to her. Because she was always sneezing, sniffling, runny nose. She looked like she was like a sick puppy. And I was always there. As a matter of fact, I put myself in harm's way to basically prevent a patient from assaulting Carissa. I didn't do anything to her. And also, she also led me to believe that she was not among the people who were complaining. So I liked her based on that until I realized she was stabbing me. And I basically placed her in the trash can of my mind like I placed the others. And other than that, I had never said anything to her. So when Ernesto approached Carissa, she said, ha ha! She's plastic like that. She didn't say anything. She didn't articulate anything. She just said, ha ha! She's very devious. And from that point, Ernesto understood that I was not welcome. And what Ernesto failed to realize that I was not going to take that position anyway because I didn't want to be anywhere near Carissa. And there was another nurse called Melissa. They both were on 6 Central. I mean, they were among the people who had created a nightmare for me. So why would I want to be around them? So based on that, I mean, Ernesto never circled back on that subject, and neither did I. In fact, when he came up to 6 Central numerous times afterwards, he avoided me, and I avoided him more because I didn't want to be bothered with Carissa downstairs or nor Melissa. And I never said anything to Brett either. So, but see, the thing that I don't understand, what I had not done anything to Carissa. Like I said, and I'm going to sound redundant all over again, I prevented a patient from knocking her teeth down her throat. By now, she would be wearing upper plates like Amanda Kwan, but I prevented that. And I didn't understand why she did what she did, but anyway, that's fine with me. That's fine with me. So I will be talking to you at a later time, okay? This is the end of this video. Bye-bye.